Good evening and welcome back to Legend Knows Football, where football lesson awaits. As you all know, before we get into any football related issues, we always start off with our verse of the day. And today's verse of the day actually goes hand in hand with the first piece of news that we are going to cover in today's video. Today's verse of the day is from Acts 20 verse 35. In all things I have shown you that by working hard in this way, we must help the weak and remember the words of the Lord Jesus, how he himself said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. The word of the Lord is blessed and it is the truth. Chelsea has done the right thing, as I will read as follows. Chelsea's players have decided to donate part of their bonus for winning the Club World Cup to the family of Diogo, Jota and Silva. Exclusive at the Athletic, Chelsea give share of Club World Cup player bonuses to family of Diogo Jota and Silva. So we get so caught up in this. I just want to speak a little bit about why this is such a respectable thing that our team did, because we get so caught up in, everyone is excited, we are thinking of the season, it's gonna start, excitement, joy, football is back and all that. But I think for a moment we forgot we lost Diogo Jota. And what our team has done is it just brought us back to say that, oh, some people are not as excited as we are, because the start of the season is not going to be excitement for them, but it's going to bring more sorrow, because they actually lost a family member, two family members, two brothers, two sons. They lost in the blink of an eye. And that's why I say I salute what our team is doing. There's no amount of money that can bring them back, but the gesture, just to say that we still remember. We remember Diogo Jota and Andre. We remember them. And this is something that, we shouldn't forget, and we should keep on, if you can, keep on helping to keep the memory alive, because life moves on so fast these days that people tend to forget too quickly about loved ones that passed on. But this is something I can really say I respect to Chelsea for doing what they did. And well done to the Blues, up the Chelsea. After this, there's just going to be some Garnacho updates. Chukwuemeka is disappointed in the club. Santos also made the news. Nkunku update. News on on the directors and the strategy that the club has implemented. Jamie Carragher speaks again. He likes speaking about our team. John Terry also updates on where he's moving towards in terms of football, and just an update on a uh, um, possible sponsor deal that we might get. So let's get into it. As per Chelsea Dodgers, quoting Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea remains in active negotiations for Garnacho and Simons. I think Garnacho 100% happens. For Simons, negotiations are happening, but waiting for Nkunku's exit. So we can all um, we can all just accept that we are getting Garnacho. Garnacho is coming. There's a video that I made that you can go check on my channel on why I think Garnacho wouldn't be a bad signing. Xavi Simons all depends on if Nkunku goes. There's going there's some news on Nkunku that will come as we move through the slides. But with those two players added to the squad, I think we are ready. We are ready, like I said in my Premier League predictions. Let's move on. This is on Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka is disappointed with how Chelsea treat players and no longer wants to play for the club. He definitely wants to stay in Dortmund and they want to do a loan with option to buy via BVB News blog. Kani Chukwuemeka is one of three midfielders Napoli are considering to make a move for, and they have started sounding him out, as per Matt Moretto on Fabrizio Romano Italian YouTube. So there's two teams, two destinations for him. He's disappointed because he wants to. I understand he's disappointed, but he shouldn't voice his disappointment on social media. That's not the way you need to do things. Go to the club, talk to the club professionally. Tell them, I want to move. Isn't there a compromise that we can have in just getting the process to move faster? Otherwise, writing on social media is actually you disrespecting the club at the end of the day. What happened to just being a gentleman and doing things the right way? Anyways, hopefully this deal gets done and he moves on and has a great career ahead of him. On the next piece of news, this is on Andre Santos. Andre Santos is not up for sale and absolutely cannot leave on loan, despite some reports between Andre and Juventus. Chelsea have a huge valuation for this player and he is considered important part of next season. It would take an out of the market figure to sign him. Definitely, as we've seen so far, the games that he has played, very good player, solid player in the midfield, and we definitely need him with the amount of football that we are going to play this coming season. So if you want to cough up 150 million, you can come get him, but anything lower than that, I'm sorry. Chelsea is sorry. Let's move on. This is some update on Nkunku. Understand Christopher Nkunku is one of the main names in FC Bayern shortlist. He is considered ideal to play to cover several positions, but deal dependent on costs now. Several clubs asked for Nkunku this summer. Open situation. As always reported, Chelsea and Christopher Nkunku prefer a permanent deal until deadline day. A loan would be a last resort. Decision is clear from Nkunku as he wants new chapter. Bayern, Leipzig, Inter have all expressed their interests. So if someone comes and buys him, then he's gone. But he's also gone because we might settle for a loan. Maybe if we can just pass on the wages of him to the club that loans him from us, that would also be great for our books. But I'm sure Nkunku is a goner. He's not going to be part of next season because our team is stacked and balanced as of now, and that's what I like. Let's move on. This is just on the directors. Winstanley and Stewart have faced some criticism since joining Chelsea, and the club have been impressed with the way they have not wavered from the strategy and remained focused on their work. Chelsea believe they have implemented the foundation of a sustainable model. While improvements are planned, the club are optimistic they are on track to compete for the biggest honors over the course of the next decade. Breaking Chelsea sporting directors Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart, together with recruitment chiefs Joe Shields and Sam Joel, have signed contract extensions that commit them to the club for the next 6 years. We did not see the vision, but finally it is crystal clear what you guys have in store for us, how you guys run the club. Thank you. Just don't sell our superstar players and just add more quality in depth. And as you say, the plan is to compete for the biggest honors in Europe's top, in the top European competitions. So kudos, keep doing what you are doing, and we will be successful, definitely. Let's move on. Just continuing on the strategy, Chelsea's strategy of signing elite young players on long contracts is built on what club insiders describe as the three pillars. These are quality, mentality, and playing experience. They faced criticism for not adding older players sorry, to their young squad, but they believe playing experience is more important than age. Definitely. I can't argue with that. Doesn't matter how old you are. Look at Lamine Yamal. He's very young, but he has the playing experience. He's exposed to the highest level, and he becomes a better player because of that. And now everything is balancing. You have the experience of playing at the highest level, and you are still young. So your career at the highest level is guaranteed almost. And now, as we've seen, we have signed so many young players with talented young players, and with the experience that they have gained over the past 2-3 years with the success in the Club World Cup and the Conference League, that winning feeling, winning experience, it's only going to get better. So everything is finally coming into place, and we can dominate football for the next 10 years. Let's move on. Jamie Carragher, hot take on Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea will qualify out of the Champions League group stage. This guy doesn't like our club, we know, since Gianfranco Zola made him just twirl in the grass while the ball was already on the other side. Anyways, we have two teams, two quality teams. We have two starting 11s. So us not making it through to the next round of the Champions League is quite, how should I say, disappointing coming from him as an ex-football player. I don't know what he has been watching, but I see us beating majority of the teams that we are going to face in the Champions League. So we are living rent-free in that guy's mind. So I don't know why he hates our club, but good luck to him and using us to stay relevant in the media. Let's move on. John Terry gives up manager dream. I'm done in terms of coaching. I'm enjoying my life. I'm working in the Chelsea Academy. My role's a part-time role. I love working with the kids. I love passing my knowledge and experience to those boys. When you can identify that something is not for you, you give up. It's not to say that you shouldn't have tried, or but you find a different passion and a different way, something that makes you happy and you are good at the same time, because coaching is not for everyone. Doesn't mean that you are a good player you'll be a good coach. So wise decision from him, and we can only thank the heavens that he is part of our academy system and all the knowledge that he has passing down, that can only be bring more, superstars from uh, our academies that we have under Chelsea, academy players. But we wish him well, and yeah, that's it. On the last slide, it is on the sponsor. Chelsea are aiming to secure long-term FOS sponsor worth £60 million, 65 million a season, with Saudi airline Riyadh Air being strongly linked. New Saudi Arabia airline Riyadh Air have been strongly linked to a potential sponsorship. There is an ongoing competitive process for the front of the shirt sponsor, with Chelsea believed to have had offers but focused on aligning with the right long-term partner. The club is aiming to strike a deal worth 60 to 65 million pounds per season. Extra, 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 extra. Finally, everything, like I said, is coming together and we can dominate the sport. Anyways, leave a like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking the videos. Stay safe and God bless.